a demand curve. Now, the initial, equilibrium that we have is this. We have this, right? This is supply. This is demand, right? So if we trace this down, so the initial equilibrium we have 50-20, right? So when the price, let's say the price increase, right? The price increase, oh, sorry, it's just the demand alone, right? So in the initial one, we have this, right? We trace it down, we have this. So the price increased from 50 to 60, right? And the quantity demanded drop to 12 naira. Let's say we have 12 naira somewhere here. Then it dropped from 50 to 40. Let's say we have 40 here. Then the quantity demanded increased to 28, to 28, right? Then it dropped again to 35. Now, if you are using ruler, now you can easily measure this so that the space in between will be accurate. Or you are using the graph, right? So when the price is 35 now, then the quantity demanded increased to what? Let's say like 32. It's increased to 32. So you can easily join these together to form a demand. It's because I'm using AND class. So if you are using your graph, you can easily join these together like this, to form the curve. So you can easily join this together to form that, the demand graph, which is also in line with the law of demand. You can see that it is downward slope, right? It is downward slope. As the price is increasing, the quantity demanded is decreasing. And as the price is decreasing, the quantity demanded is what? Is increasing. And that's 2C. We can also use the graph to analyze our result. And 3A now. So for 3A, that determine the magnitude of excess demand when the price is increasing to 40. Now let's assume the price is increasing to 40, what will be the magnitude of excess demand? Remember that the function here for demand, we have this, and for supply, we have this 10 plus 0.2p, right? So let's assume the price is now decreased to 40 from the equilibrium, of 50 naira price that we have, 40. So what will be the effect of this in excess demand and in excess what? Demand, right? So we can say that when price is 40 naira, when the price is 40 naira, then the quantity that will be demanded will be 60 is 0.8 what? 40, and the Q will be 60 minus 0.8 times 40, we have 32 here, and the Q will now be what? That's 28 minus 60, that's 28. So this is the quantity demanded when the price is equal to 40. What will now be the quantity supply when the price is equal to 40? Then for quantities supply, we have 10 plus 0.2p, right? And the Q here will be 10 is 0.2p 40 class, right? So this will be 10 is 0.2 times 40 class, we have 8, which means the quantity supply will be what? Will be 18. The quantity supply will be 18. So what's now the magnitude of the excess demand? Now, let's use graph to analyze our result. Then, let's say we have this. We have this, and we have this, right? So this is supply, this is demand. Then the equilibrium price that we have then is 20, and we have this to be what class? 50. So going with this now. So let's assume the price is decreased from 50 to 40. And remember that the excess demand can be derived below the equilibrium price, while the excess supply can be derived above the equilibrium price. So if, let's assume we now have this to be what? 40, right? So when you trace it to the supply here, when you trace it to the supply, then we have this to be what? 18. And when you trace this to the demand, class, what do we have? When you trace it to the demand, we have this to be what? 28. 28. So the excess demand here is just the difference between this and this. So the excess demand is the difference between this and this. So when you say 28 minus 18, class, what do you have? It's 10. So the excess demand, derived or consumed by the consumer when the price drop from 50 to 40 will be what? Will be 10, right? So this is 28. Now we can see that the excess demand is equal to 28 minus what? 18, which is equal to 10. So when the price drops from 40 to what? To this, the consumer is able to purchase additional what? 10 quantity of that product. That's the meaning. The quantity of that product. And the last one here determines the magnitude of excess supply when the price is now increasing from 50 to 80. When the price is now increasing from 50 to what? To 80. Now, so the price is now 80, right? The price is now what? 80. Then when the price is 80, what is quantity demanded? Then we say we have quantity demanded to be 60 minus 0.8 into 80, right? Then the quantity demanded here will be 60 minus 0.8 times 80, we have 64, right? 0.8. Right? We have, okay, 0.8, point, be sure, just point the calculator times 80, we have 64. Then here we are having the negative, right? We're having minus 4, class. Having minus 4. Minus 4, right? Okay, then for the quantity supply, is that what you have? Yes, yes. Minus 4, right? Yes. So quantity supply, we have 10 P, then the QS will be 10 plus 0.2 into what? 80, right? So you can say 0.2 times 80, here we have 16, which is QS will be 10 plus 16, right? So the quantity to be supplied will be what? Will be 16. When the price increased to what? To 80. So let's also analyze this. Right? So let's say we have price here, then we have quantity. Then this is supply. This is demand, right? Supply, demand. But you know that the quantities supplied to the markets, so we have positive, we have this to be negative, or let us, okay, 0.8, 64. 64, okay. So let's say the initial equilibrium here, we have 50. If we trace this down, we have 20, right? This is initial equilibrium, and the excess supply can, also can be derived above the equilibrium what? Price. So let's assume this price now increasing from what? From, 50 to 80. So when you trace this to the demand, and you trace it down, here we are having minus 4, right? And you trace it from here to the supply, then trace it down. That's what we have. Have it supply to be what? 16. I think something is wrong somewhere, that this question here may not, actually be correct. Something is wrong somewhere, class. So I'm not sure the figure given to us is correct. That's why we are having this, but this is supposed to be more than the equilibrium price, right? It's supposed to be more than the equilibrium price, right? Let's just check again. So we have 0.2 times 80, 16. Class, sorry, this is 26. This is 26, right? Because this we have 16 plus this we have 26. So this is 26, and let's confirm the first one again. 0.8 times 80 is 64. Then we have 60 minus this we have minus. So when you trace this here, it's just like the difference between these two will give us the what? The excess supply. The difference between these two will give us the excess supply. So we can say that the excess supply here is equal to 26 minus 4, right? So this will be what? This time this will be 26 plus what? Plus 4. So here we have 30. We have 30. So when the price increased from 50 naira to 80 naira, the quantity supplied by the producer is what? Is 30. The quantity supplied by the producer is 30. When the price decreased from 40 naira, the quantity demanded by the consumer is what do we have then? Is, I think we have 20 or so. So you can see the analysis from the graph, that we can use the graph to analyze our result, and we can use the figure, and we can explain this theoretically. So take note that excess supply is above the equilibrium price, while the excess demand is below the equilibrium price. So we can explain this graphically, theoretically, and mathematically. So I will advise you to scan through this again, and if you have any question, just put it on the comment, and please try to subscribe and introduce this channel to some of your colleagues so that they can also be part of this success. Now remember that this is not will not be the end of this class, and this may be the end of excess supply. But if you have any other question contrary to this, you can send it as a private chat, or you can send it to the comment so that we can treat those questions together, or probably bring it to the class like this for us to solve it together, right? So thank you very much.